Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League once again. See, I was just kidding when I said I was going to go have some lunch and dinner and stuff. No, never mind that, because we got some streams, more for you. Excited to see it actually. These teams responded very last minute. So, thank you to them for doing so and allowing me in this stream. Not that they had a choice, just kidding. But yes, good to be here and good to see you guys back here in the game and watching these streams here on VRML 1. We're going to have a match between a bunch of babies, which is to say ducks and slaps. We have a bunch of baby ducks and the slap babies. Very coordinated here on the matchup this week. Interested to see how this goes. Going to be a fun one. Two teams here, talented and in the silver division, and looking to just start eking by and increasing that record. You can see here this could even up the record for the baby ducks, for slap babies. It can put them up by one game on the season. So kind of a nice, building block, a turning point game here for both of these teams to really start building that momentum going into the latter half of this season, ending week 6 today and week 7 out of 10 starting tomorrow. So there in the Twitch chat, I see Swirl. Well, welcome in. At the last moment's notice. I saw you there towards the end of that last stream about 15-20 minutes ago or so. But glad you joined in for this one as we get some Flatman Macarena. How about that, man? Oh my. The Echo Arena, the Echo Macarena is taking over this last week, it seems like. This is the 3rd or 4th time I think I've seen it. And I don't know what to think. Well, I'm not sure what that is. That's like the Macarena and then the Renegade. Okay, there you go. Now they're more in sync. There we go. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, man. It's a disease. All right. We're starting off, though, with the first round. So here we go. Bunch of baby ducks over on the orange side. We got Jade Michael, Flatman, Tyrant, and H2O. Love that name. Over here, Slap Babies. We got Tiny Texan, Ice Flow, the Icy Bug, and Tannic Ranger. I love a lot of these names, including the team names themselves. So creative, so youthful at that. A little bit violent on top of it. Nonetheless, we'll be by the shoulder, H2O grabbing that disc, slapping it back, already recognizing Flatman in the back line. And Flatman taking his time, just trying to bait out the defenders there. Ice Flow now just kind of ping-ponging between the offensive players. A delivery there into the barrier area. Maybe eyeing the shoulder pass is not going to be successful. Not as about as unsuccessful as my attempt to speak there was. And they're going to go to the bow tie. It's H2O going to eye the bouncer over there to Tyrant. Tyrant handing it back off. Very lovely disc control being shown as they roam for the goal. Look at that. Wow, a zinger right at the kneecaps from Jade Michael. And the three-pointer at that. That is tough. That is impressive and took, I think, the defender off guard just as much as it did myself. See J-Con in there and Slow XP as well as Bird Friend. Some more familiar faces. How are you guys doing? See Bird Friend cheering on for Tyrant there. Slow XP saying no idea who to go for. John Tejada hearing me talk about names and then just deciding this is my time to shine because I know Pally loves mine. Name, that is. And Pally Cake. Pizza Cake, or Pizza League? Pizza Cake. There we go. That's what we wanted. Nonetheless, Jade Michael wants that disc, is going to have it lost to Ice Flow, but instead Flatman, it's a Slap Man, and going right back here to the back man as Tannic Ranger takes it over. Goes for that clear, goes for a potential boost here, but I like the patience, kind of waiting to see first maybe what happens in the midline, and indeed, it's not going to go through. So back to the hands here of H2O now off that pass from the cloud right to the corner panel, maybe trying to hit Jade Michael, but Jade Michael, well, he was hit, just not with the disc. So over here going to be received and passed right off to the barrier. Buries it, H2O. That's 5-2-0 on the score sheet. Slow saying, doing fantastic. How about me? I'm doing great. Yeah, we had the Oculus Venues events later for those who tuned in to that, either on Twitch or Facebook Gaming or of course Venues itself. And those were always fun. They always are often some of the highlights, big highlights of my weekend. Just fun games, fun plays. So just based on that, I'm doing great. Even despite me only getting 2 hours of sleep, that's okay because right now we're getting to Power Hour of the Power Hours of Echo Arena here tonight in prime time. Of course, we got this great match between these two silver teams. Slap Babies, bunch of baby ducks. And in another hour and 20 minutes or so, we've got Synapse with Saluna making her debut on the roster, facing off against Illuminati. That said, right on the dot, H2O taking a shot, but H2 no on that one. Still gets it right back, and on the second try, it's a success, filling up that cup with the 7 points. And not an ounce too many. Good job there. Second effort from H2O and Co. Swirl saying you were on venues for a couple minutes today. It was definitely cool. Cool to hear, cool to hear. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous because I've yet to been able to join one of those because I'm always casting it. Definitely, I think maybe like for Onward when we get venues events for Onward, which will be coming in the near future. Maybe I can join in for those ones if I'm not too busy casting some of these matches because I do want to check it out. It's pretty cool. Now up high, it's going to be H2O with that disc, going to distribute it down low to Jade. Jade through the tunnel, trying to maneuver around a variety of defenders in the nearby vicinity, and sending it right back to Jade now. So some good two-man game being shown on these handoff plays. A little bit of a rough bounce. Is going to find Icy Bug for at least a moment as they slap it up high. Mr. Nate Bro, who we also saw very, very recently on venues, saying excited for new Synapse. Good to hear. So are a lot of people, I think. I'm very, very intriguing. You know, I've heard murmurs. I've heard little things here and there. And I'm hearing good things. So it'll be exciting, no doubt. No doubt. So over there, it's bounced off the bottom bow tie, and Jade Michael there to catch it, but also catching those hands. Nonetheless, it's going to be H2O, another slap back, not reaching anyone, but look, I love this. They immediately slapped it, but they went for the boost. Granted, it'll still be blue there. Slap Babies getting there first, but I do like what they did. Notice how once that disc was gone, they did not waste time just watching it helplessly as it went through mid lane. They immediately looked behind them, beside them. They found someone to grab onto. And that's the thing. You can undo a ton of errors in Echo Arena. Mechanical errors just through going for your stacks, going for the speed. You know, if you make a mistake and your pass or your shot is off, just make it up with some speed. Makes all the difference in Echo VR. Now, H2O with the disc here as Slap Babies try and retreat here for blue into the defensive zone. A bunch of baby ducks up by 7. They've got all their ducks in a row, certainly. But H2O says, here I go. Cannot get that one either. But Tiny Texan going to take it away, send it through on the clear. And Slap Babies still yet to be on the scoreboard. Now they're looking for their stacks, which is exactly what they need to do. And they actually might get it based off that boost. Let's see. Tiny Texan with immediate fling right up high. It's going to miss initially. Taken right back, though, by Tiny Texan. Tiny Texan trying for that big shot, but tough on the hits. Trying to maybe go for that deep corner placement there on the bottom of the goal. That said, bottom of the goal, not going to be found on that attempt. Now, Jade Michael, and for a bunch of baby ducks here, they have had a few of these plays now, just result in dings. But granted, not being punished for it. You know, they're making up for it on the defensive end. They're still staving off Slap Babies from just acquiring any kind of points so far. But certainly not through a lack of effort or anything from Slap Babies, because they are definitely being very aggressive here. Throwing them temper tantrums in a sense, but yeah, just being very aggressive. There it is on the stacks. I mean, they're doing the right things. Let's see if they can find the results. They're spreading the floor. They got a pass, perhaps, but going to be collapsed upon by the defense, and just a tough angle to really connect the pass through. So Tiny Texan is going to take it over here from up high and look for that bottom angled pass to Ice Flow. Now, Ice Flow, if they're quick about it, they might have had a attack opportunity, but kind of getting close off. That said, stunned out and cleared out, though. It's going to stay on the orange side of the floor for at least a moment, but we'll see how long that is the case. Not for very long. Flatman gets it through that right tunnel, and it's back into the blue zone. As Slap Babies now just recover on defense. You can see Tanik opting to back into the goal now, but a great cross over there to the barrier. Gets the cutter and H2O. Put in 9 points now in the pipe. 2:37 remaining in round 1. See, John asking earlier on, is there a chance they can play at least one game with me, or is it impossible? Never say never. It's more so the fact that I don't get time to really play Echo anymore. Legit, I've barely played it in months. That yeah, I'm casting a lot and organizing and doing stuff on that end. It's really hard to find time to actually play. So one day for sure, but maybe on maybe off season or something like that. It's just, you know, busyness. But right now in the lead is going to be a bunch of Baby Ducks, and Slap Babies are trying to get the business going. That is to say, with a shot on the way, 7 meters out. There you go. Under 2 minutes left. Tiny Texan gets the points here. I mean, it took solid 8 minutes, and again, it's not that they haven't had attempts and haven't had some looks, but just being stampeded a little bit by that aggression from Baby Ducks. Of course, they can still be in good position here, without a doubt, to have a successful second round. I mean, both these teams showing some mighty good things. Look at that. See what I mean? They lose their stack, they immediately look for it. They're not dwelling on the mistake, but they're immediately cognizant of the fact that, hey, there's still an opportunity, but look at that huge shot, just H2O. What a gorgeous assist to Tyrant. So H2O to the Fire Tyrant, Fire Hydrant. Either way, they are absolutely just killing it with some of this team play. Gotta take a look at that again. I mean, look at this. Whew. That was slick. Gotta love it. But all right, 11-2. Slap Baby is here trying to come through and get a grab up high. It's H2O. It's going to send it down, but taken out by Ice. So Ice Flow getting it clear, now looking for the link. A little bit of miscommunication, trying to telegraph those regrabs. So instead, that just slight error there will enable the return for H2O and the Baby Ducks here. A bunch of them, in fact. So less than 30 seconds remaining, and one more deflection right off the backboard. Going to be the collection from Tiny Texan. And now Tiny Texan, and now Slap Babies. This point, just trying to deny maybe one last goal here at the very least, and just reset themselves going into round 2, because they've still done some nice things. Absolutely. You know, they're going for the appropriate stacks. They're trying for the passing plays. I think just a little miscommunication once they get into the offensive end at times. But on the whole, still impressive from Slap Babies, but even more so Baby Ducks. They were completely in check. They executed very, very nicely in a lot of these plays, and even some of the ones that resulted in dings, for instance, they still recovered the disc a lot of the times and eventually found the points. So a lot of good things going the way. So off to the between round scene and see what we've got on the platter, which is the same. Flatman with 5 stuns. We have H2O with 6 points and 7 stuns there. Jade Michael, a few points, 20 stuns, and Tyrant. Look at that, 2 points, 2 assists, and 2 saves, along with the 9 stuns. For Slap Babies, it was Ice Flow with a steal and a dozen stuns. You had Icy Bug there, 1 assist and 20 stuns, and Tiny Texan with 2 points, 2 saves, and 11 stuns. Now Tanik still trying to get here on the stat sheet, playing some back line and trying to get some on the board, and I'm sure, warmed up now, I should say, in the first round. They're going to be fine going into round 2. All things considered, the score was a bit misleading, I feel like. Granted, a bunch of Baby Ducks earned every one of those scores that they did get. But that said, there were a lot of good opportunities there for Slap Babies to get on the board, and I don't expect, for their team to just not be allowed those points too much longer, because they're showing some good moves. So I just think a couple different things go the other way, and we can be seeing a much higher scoring game from Slap Babies in the second round. Of course, Jade Michael and co, they're going to try and deny it the best they can, without a doubt. I mean, they've been playing really solid. As that goes with the backboard play, a bit of a tangle going on right in the goal, so not able to get much momentum, but certainly some nice momentum there was H2O. Now it's going to go deep into the other end. You can see along the entire line, H2O even looking behind and kind of gauging the situation, perhaps communicating with his teammates even, and you like to see that concentration being shown from these rookie players. And again, I don't say rookie with any kind of sense of, hold on, look at that, sixth sense. Turned around, felt the goal was open, and just found himself that floater as he faded back. H2O looking absolutely wet on the offense. That was nice. That was really nice. Look at that. Not the easiest shot. Not the easiest shot at all. Anytime you got that reverse momentum, especially off of a spin move like that. It's not like he was able to line it up and do a step, turn, and throw type thing. It was just a step, turn, step, spin, and goal. And very impressive on the hit. But that said, again, when I say, talk about rookie players, rookie teams, it's only because I mean it literally. This is their first season. That doesn't mean they're not skilled. They are extremely skilled, in fact, as they go for a play. But look at the grab by H2O. H2O just doing everything at the moment. So across the floor, trying to search for some more. It's going to be a grab by the Trench, maybe, eventually, by Icy Bug. So in that case, unable to get the stacks together. But this time here for Baby Ducks, they will. But yeah, like I said, I think I mentioned it in the earlier cast, perhaps in venues, or maybe I'm crazy, but I mentioned it sometime recently. One of the biggest tips I can give is they give a shot. Oh, no, tipped out the head, though, right off the dome. Oh, that is tough on the shot attempt. So that's going to go back to Tiny Texan. They're going to love that, but you know what? Not loving that one. It's going to be a one-on-one at the goal, looks like, turning into an anchor 3 for H2O, H3O, and he is absolutely blazing hot. Needs to use himself to put himself out right now. Definitely causing some woe for for the other team. But yeah, impressive. H2O really doing some work. Look at that. That's gnarly. All right. In any case, someone definitely ate their Cheerios today. Right now, they're going to be cheering on another goal as it goes for the 3-point shot. Jade Michael freezing out so far as if they were Jade. I don't know where I was going with that one. That's okay. You know why? Because I got my non-sponsored carbonated beverage of choice, which I probably need after all that talking. 1 second. And we're good. All right, so 9-0 so far, shutting out and even trying to continue that. Another just blazing stack, taking them off guard on the defense. And that was what? In 6.7 seconds. Oof, that was just fast. And you do see it from these teams sometimes if you're not careful. Those defensive stacks will take you off guard. In Season 1 especially, I always shout out the Wireless Jacks because the Wireless Jacks would do that to pretty much every single team, at least once every match, just about. With very few exceptions, they would have one of those defensive joust boosts that just cause turnovers. So, gotta be aware. Right there, not quite aware of the impending, encroaching player. A lot of brawls unfolding and ringing throughout the arena as Tiny Texan takes it here from the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. As these players, they're just continuing to battle. And that's what it is for Slap Babies. It wasn't the case in the first round. It's the case in the second. A lot of good things going their way, but just stifling is the defense here. A bunch of Baby Ducks. You can see, one in the goal, but it had 3 people right on the tail, right hanging on the feet. So really just kind of a panic situation due to that aggressive defense. So going over to the side, and woo, that was a strong hit. I can't even believe it was only 15 meters a second. That thing looked like it was 100 miles per hour. Nonetheless, powering it through for Slap Babies for their first 2. 5:24 remaining in the second round. A lot of time. Just, fast scoring output, no doubt. But again, a lot of time. If one team can make, that 10, 11 point run in 5 minutes, so can another team. It's very doable here, especially if Slap Babies can build some momentum off that last shot. Of course, just not giving a lot of time. You can see walking it up, but a little miscommunication. Luckily for Slap Babies, that's not going to go through. You can kind of see, though, the defense there. 2 players diving out and leaving that barrier pass open. That said, just unraveling for the stacks and trying to collect that with some ease will be Tyrant. Tyrant has H2O over there at the midfield. I can see Tiny Texan and Ice Flow trying to contest up here, but see, that's why you got people sometimes playing upside down just like that. Especially if you're the offensive player and you're upside down, it makes it very hard for the defense, right? Because if you think about it, if you're a defender trying to defend an upside down player, you have to crank your head. Your hands are all above your head, and it's just a very awkward and uncomfortable angle, physically speaking. So, it's a lot easier to defend if it's head on, straight on, or if the defenders or the offensive players coming up from below, you can still kind of ease into it. But that's kind of the purpose of the inverted offense. you know, you see players incorporate as that shot is just about to be made. Another rebound here, finally finding the hands of Tiny Texan, but the clear not quite as successful. That's just going to take a bounce into the trench. They're going to have another attempt and now need to definitely prioritize the stack. So you can see looking back and trying to check behind as they go up forward and try to find maybe their second point of this game, of this round that is. But unfortunately unable to get that first one. That second attempt will be picked off by H2O. And continuing to freeze them out for most of this series. I mean, 4 points in the last 17 minutes of play here across the 2 rounds. So just a very tough go of things, just trying to break through all of this aggression from Baby Ducks. Now, that said, they have a couple of cutters. One just halting the momentum and getting the shot. So continuing the momentum at that. They are flowing right now. H2 flow. 14-2. Swirl saying earlier, I like cheering for the underdog 99% of the time. Yeah, same here. Same here, every single time. I'm basically cheering for the underdog of every minute of action. You know, if one team starts making a run and the other team gets behind, now I'm cheering the team that's behind. If that team makes a run and they go ahead, then I'm switching up again. That's my philosophy anyway, because it creates the most entertaining and clutch situations and highlights possible. Now, I'm sure, again, these teams, they would love to just blow out teams and get 2-round sweeps all the time, of course, but that's not as fun. So always cheering on the underdogs here. That said, both of these teams indeed in the silver division and coming through, showing, you know, decisively that they are definitely teams to look out for going into the future. They are up-and-comers, and they're looking mighty good. Flatman right there, trying for a pass. Bit too low below the feet, but still a rebound from H2O. Now, bothering the goalie over and over. Flatman just doing some damage, enabling Jade Michael to take a shot attempt. Won't make it, and Iceflow now slinging it out of there. See a Tannic Ranger there, as well as Icy Bug going for the boost and almost got the grab, but Tyrant is right there just to decline and send it right back to the blue line. So Tiny Texan gets a clear, but it'll bounce right back. I think, you know, that's one area kind of struggling here for Slap Babies. They're doing a lot of great things, but definitely a lot of these clears end up bouncing off the Geo or off walls and right back into the blue zone. So it's an enabling H2O and all his teammates here to kind of get these second, third, and fourth attempts, which just makes it very, very tough on a defense to prevent that from happening. You know, the shot's eventually going to go in, you'd figure. That said, I mean, continuing, getting some fingertips there. The defense quite nice, and, you know, they're playing aggressively themselves from Slap Babies, but just none of these clears are really going anywhere but the orange hands. Right there, that's going to float right past into the corner. Flatman and Jade Michael are along the way, going to recover that, send it gently up high to Tyrant. Tyrant not there, thinking maybe he had it, going for a shot attempt. Trying to grab it again, but once more, same results. So 30 seconds left, and this is going to be the series, the sweep going the way of a bunch of Baby Ducks. H2O making one more play. Definitely the game disc going to H2O, and he says, game this, as he checks it one more time off the backboard for that 3-point shot. H2O, suffice to say, MVP of a bunch of Baby Ducks today. Dominant effort. And I still feel supremely misleading score. There's definitely room for improvement for Slap Babies on like the clears and some of the offensive pass execution, but it's not to say that they were playing badly by any stretch. They played some good defense. They still got some pretty fast stacks. It's just more so when it came to what they did after they got the saves, what they did after they stunned out someone near their bubble. That's where it kind of got a little bit lost, and the clears, you know, unsuccessful and things like that. Those are the little tweaks you can make, and they should be fine. But overall, you know, still an impressive effort from both sides. But yeah, needless to say, bunch of Baby Ducks. They're going to take it here and looking very, very effective and efficient as we go to the score screen. So you see there, 11-2 in that first round, and 17 to 2 in the second. My mistake. Let me fix that. But there you go. And yeah, it was a fantastic game. Needless to say, for H2O. Yeah, I mean that's just dirty. Luckily, can use some H2O to clean himself off. But just, yeah, absolutely pouring it in. Unfiltered. How many puns can I get? You just watch. All right, I'm done. Anyways, 18 points, though. 1 assist. 1 save. 4 steals. 19 stuns. Ridiculous. Flatman with 1 assist, 10 stuns. You had Jade Michael with 6 points, 2 assists, 36 stuns. Tyrant with 4 points, 3 assists, 3 saves, a steal, and 18 stuns. Meanwhile, for Slap Babies was the 4 points there for the Lone Ranger. The Texas Ranger, that is. Tiny Texan, 5 saves as well. Talk about that defense. I mean, that was really nice on the stat line. I mean, by himself getting more saves, than the entirety of a bunch of baby ducks. 23 stuns as well. Icy Bug with the 2 assists and 37 stuns, so dealing the damage with the punches. Had Tank Ranger the 4 stuns there, and Ice Flow with a steal and 20 stuns. But you can see, slight advantage there on the saves. Going to Tiny Texan basically, and Slap Babies there, but just more so the possession and shots taken. When 70% plus of it goes to one team, possession time and shots taken. That will spell doom for just about any team in the league. So it's really just, again, that disc control and that ability to get the rebound after rebound into the goals. But, yeah, with that said, fun game for you guys asking about the next matches. So, yeah, at 6:30 PDT, which is to say just about an hour from now, we'll have Illuminati facing off against Synapse on this channel. Will be casted by me and Sir Dimwee. Following that as well, and actually taking a look at the schedule, we may be able to work in one game in between, because Synapse has back-to-back games, but they're actually an hour apart, so it might actually fit in something else there. But yes, we'll at the very least have Synapse versus Illuminati, and then we'll have Synapse versus Frostbite an hour later, and that's all starting an hour from right now. So do stay tuned. That will be the start of our next streams, most probably here. But yes. See Grumpiest Broom in the chat earlier there, so yeah, we'll be seeing Grumpy playing against the aforementioned Synapse, barring anything that I didn't know beforehand. I would assume Grumpiest Broom will be playing. But yes, that'll be a fun game. Both of them will be. And talking about some midfield play in there. Yeah, that was kind of a topic of discussion in the stream from earlier on Channel 2. Oh, see Ooga Booga there in the chat. Well, how about that? Wink, wink, ooh, uh-oh. John Tejada as well. Slow XP again. Thanks for stopping by. Swirl. You guys are lovely. Thanks for joining. So in another hour, we'll start the rest of our night. It'll be fun. It'll be frantic. It'll be frenetic. It'll be kinetic. And it'll be electric. Not to be confused with the team. That said, I've been Palidore. This has been VR Master League Week 6. The final day of Week 6. Be happy, healthy, safe, and be good to each other. And I'll see you again in 1 hour. Take care.